Click subscribe to Proper English Online for more real English conversations with native speakers every week. Like my lessons? Support me on Patreon. Patrons can download every worksheet for every lesson. Hi guys, this is Lee from Proper English Online, and this is the worksheet video for Intermediate Lesson 1, an argument. So we listen to the conversation between the boy and the girl, their argument, and we're going to learn some of the phrases and vocabulary that they used during the conversation. Lots of useful stuff in here. So we're going to focus today on a bit of grammar too. We're going to do the present perfect simple that we heard and present perfect continuous. Now, I'm going to guess that you've probably studied this before. It's really common in like every English textbook, to be honest with you. But one thing maybe you didn't learn or haven't learned would be the pronunciation of this. We're going to focus on the pronunciation of the present perfect simple and continuous. Also, we're going to learn some angry kind of phrases to use when you're angry at someone, phrases we heard in the conversation, and also some phrases for arguing as well. Angry arguments, especially with people like your friends or people you know very well. Okay, so let's get started. Now, if you look on your PDF worksheet, you will see we have this script here on the first 2 pages. I'd like you to listen again and try to fill in the missing words in this script. Now, you can listen as many times as you need to. Just listen, try and fill in those missing words, and then when you're done, we'll come back and we'll take a closer look at some of this vocabulary. All right, guys, so I'll see you in a bit.
George?
What?
What have you done with my laptop?
What are you talking about? I haven't touched it.
Oh, really? So why is there some new game on my computer now? I haven't downloaded it.
Well...
Oh, I suppose it's Mum then, isn't it? She's really into shooting games, isn't she?
Oh, chill out, will you? It's just a game. Anyway, it was free. I didn't spend any money on it.
What? So this is some game you've illegally downloaded from the internet or something?
Well...
Seriously, George? I can't believe you. There could be loads of viruses and malware and stuff.
There isn't. I checked it before I installed it. It's fine. There's no viruses or anything.
Well, it doesn't matter anyway, because this is my laptop.
Well, I don't have enough memory on my computer for it. My computer's not fast enough either. You've got the best laptop.
Yeah, well, I need it for school, not for playing stupid games.
You play games on your computer too.
Yes, but it's my computer. I can do what I want with it. Anyway, where did you find my computer anyway? The last time I saw it, it was in my room. Did you go in my room to get it?
Yeah, but I was only in there for like a second.
Unbelievable. How many times have I told you to stay out of my room when I'm not there? You're so annoying. God, I can't wait until I go to university, honestly.
Look, give it here and I'll uninstall it if you're so mad about it.
No. You don't go anywhere near my laptop from now on. If I catch you using it again, I'll tell Mum and Dad you've been using my computer to play violent games. You know you're not supposed to play those.
Okay, I won't touch it, I promise.
You'd better not.
Okay guys, so we listened to the conversation again and hopefully we got those missing words. So now let's take a look at some things we heard in the conversation. So somebody said, or the girl said, "What have you done with my laptop?" She's talking to her brother and she said, "What have you done with my laptop?" Now, after that, her brother, he like downloaded a game or something, didn't he? And the girl said to him, "I haven't downloaded it. I haven't done it. What have you done with my laptop? I haven't downloaded it." Now, so these things here, done with my laptop, downloaded it. When did these things happen? Is it a specific time in the past or is it an unknown time sometime before now? What do you guys think? Pause this video and think. When did these things happen? Okay, so both of these things are an unknown time before now. They're both using the present perfect simple. And we use that to talk about an action in the past, but we don't say when it happened. We just say it's some unknown or unspecified, unsaid time before now. We don't know when it happened. We don't care when it happened. We're just talking about some time before now. Okay guys, now let's take a look at the form for these sentences. So we've got three kinds of sentences. We've got a regular sentence, I've got a negative sentence, and we've got a question. Now quickly, let's take a look at these here and fill in the missing words. What word do we need to put here? So for example, for sentence, we've got subject plus past participle. Which word should we put in the blanks? So pause this video, fill in the missing words here, here, and here. And we'll come back in a second. All right, so the first one, it's subject plus have, isn't it? Have past participle for a regular sentence. I have done something. For a negative, it's subject plus have plus not. I have not done something. Or we can say haven't, which is a bit more common. Haven't with the contraction, yeah? Now, how about the next one? What, where, when, why, some kind of question. Have, subject, past participle. So for example, what have you done? Oh, with my laptop. We've got it here, right? It's that one, isn't it? What have you done? Okay, or where have you gone? Or when have you seen? Anything like that. So that's the present perfect simple. But we also heard this one as well. We heard this phrase in the conversation. Somebody said, "You've been using my computer to play violent games." The girl said that to her brother. So play violent games, using my computer to play violent games. You've been using my computer. You've been using my computer. Now, how many times has this happened, do you think? How many times has the boy used her computer to play violent games? And is it still happening now? Pause this video and think. Okay, so how many times has it happened? A lot of times. You've been using my computer many times. Is it still happening now? Well, yeah, it's continued until now. You've been doing that until now. So here we've got the present perfect continuous. This one we use to talk about some past actions. We're not specific about the time, but they continue until now. They're still happening. All right? So again, let's look at the forms here. So once again, we've got three kinds of sentences: the sentence, regular sentence, a negative, and a question. So pause this video and fill in the missing words of this form, please. So the first one, its sentence is subject plus have been, verb ing. You have been doing something, or you have been using my computer, right? A negative, subject, have, not, and then been, verb ing. You have not been doing something. Until now, you have not been doing it. And a question, what, where, when, why, whatever, have, subject, been, verb ing. So where have you been going? What have you been studying until now, right? Right guys, I'm sure you've studied this before. I don't want to bore you with this grammar, because what I really want you guys to learn today is the pronunciation of the words we have between subject and have. When we have subject and have like this, we often link the sounds together. So for example, we've got I have. Let's look at this one first. I have. What normally happens to these two words? I have. They get pushed together and we get I've. Again, I've. Not I have, but I've. How about the rest of them? Pause this video. How do we pronounce these other examples with the contraction, the words being pushed together? Okay, so we've got we have, we've. You have, you've. They have, they've. He has, he's, and she has, she's, okay? She's, he's, they've, you've, we've, I've. Now, that's quite a simple one. We use that with present perfect simple. But let's take a look now at what we've got here. Let's look at this question we heard again. What have you done with my laptop? This time we've got the question, what have you done? What happens with the pronunciation here? There's lots of linking and weak sounds when I say it naturally. Let's listen to how I say it. What have you done with my laptop? What have you done? What have you done? What have you done with my laptop? We say it like, what have you? What have you done? What have you done? So what have becomes what've. What've. You done becomes you done. So you becomes ya and done stays the same. What have you done? One more time. What have you done? Cool. All right. So this is probably something you haven't learned before. In questions with present perfect simple or continuous, we're going to use this what have is going to be what've, or other things. So we've got some other sentences here. Other examples. Try saying these with similar linking and weak sounds. So we've got where have you gone? How have you been? When have you gone? Another one. Where has she gone? Who have you seen and who has he met? Now, just a quick review again. Look what happens to the word have when we pronounce it. So the H disappears and we link it to the T or the kind of D sound and we get what've. You can see it here. What've. What've. How about these other ones? We need to think about the linking and the weak sounds. Remember, you becomes ya, doesn't it? Just like this one. How about in these examples here? Pause this video. How can we say these similar examples with similar pronunciation? Pause this video and think. Okay, right, so the first one. Where have you gone? Where have you gone? So what we're doing, get rid of that H sound. It's of. The R joins the A and we get whereof. Whereof. The U becomes ya. Gone stays the same and we get where have you gone? Where have you gone? One more time. Where have you gone? So how about the next one? How have you been? How have you been? How have you been? So the W joins the A, doesn't it? And we get rid of that H. What happens to you? It becomes ya. And so we get how have. How have you been? How have you been? Now, look what happens to been. This one normally will become been. So it's not E, it's been. How have you been? Again, how have you been? The next one, we've got when have you gone? Again, what we're gonna do first thing, get rid of that H, join the N and the A, U becomes ya, and we get when have you? When have you gone? One more time, when have you gone? When have you gone? All right, well done guys. How about the next one? So where has she gone? Once again, get rid of that H, join the R with the and we get an uz sound. Ruz. Whereas. Where has she gone? Where has she gone? She and gone stay the same. We don't need to do anything there, but it's going to be whereas. Whereas. Where has she gone? Where has she gone? The next one. Who have you seen? Who have you seen? Who have you seen? Who have you seen? So again, the H disappears and we join this O sound and this sound. How do we join that? As two vowels, right? But actually, look at how I'm saying this here. Who have. There's like a W sound there. Who have. So we can imagine it being like wuv. Who have. And again, it's not you, is it? It's ya, right? So, who have you seen? Who have you seen? One more time. Who have you seen? Okay, one more. Who has he met? There's two ways to do this. Let's do the first way. Who has he met? So again, the H disappears and we join this together and we get kind of a W sound. Sorry, try that again. Who has he met? Who has he met? That's one way of doing it. Or, if you like, we can just get rid of that was and just say something a bit more like who's he met? Who's he met? So this one is a bit more like who's he met? Again, who's he met? So there's two ways. Who has he met? Da-da, who was. Or it could be who's he met? Who's he met? Just one sound. Alright guys, this is really a quite hard pronunciation here. Now maybe it's difficult for you to say, but I want you to be able to hear it. That's more important really, so you can understand people when they're talking better. Alright, so let's pause this video and practice saying those, get used to the sound of this. Okay guys, right, now we looked at that pronunciation for those present perfect examples. Now we've got lots of examples of kind of angry and arguing phrases to look at. So we heard these phrases during the argument. The girl said to her brother, "If I catch you using it again, I'll tell mum and dad." By the way, what is it here? What's it? It's her laptop, isn't it? And you is her brother. If I catch you, brother, using it, my laptop, again, I'll tell mum and dad. Now, she doesn't want him to use her laptop, right? She doesn't want him to do that. If she catches him doing it, she'll tell mum and dad. Mum and dad, how will they react? Well, I guess they'll be angry. They'll be angry. Why are you using her laptop? Don't use her laptop. We told you not to use her laptop. So this here, the girl is making a threat. If you do this, I will do that. If you use my laptop, I will call mum and dad. I will tell them what you've done. And she uses this phrase, catch you using it. If this happens, I'll do that. If I catch you using it, I'll tell mum and dad. Now, should her brother be using her laptop? No, definitely not. He shouldn't be using it, right? Now, what is the form we use after catch? So he shouldn't be using it, right? So catch you using it means I see you doing something wrong. Catch someone doing something. If I catch you using my phone, hey, stop using my phone, stop using my laptop. I saw you doing the thing that's wrong, the thing I don't want you to do. So what form comes after the word catch? We've got something like this, right? It's a subject, I, catch, someone, you, verb ing. If I catch you doing this, I'll tell mum and dad. If I catch you using my laptop again, I'll tell mum and dad. Okay, now let's think, what might a teacher say to a student? A student who is doing some kind of bad behavior. Let's say, for example, a student is maybe throwing some, I don't know, like paper at another student, or maybe stealing some pencils from another student, maybe. Some young children, right? Maybe the teacher would say to this kid, if I catch you throwing paper again, I'll send you to the principal's office. Or if I catch you stealing those pencils again, I'll call your parents. What other things might a teacher say to a student? Or what might you say to your younger brother or sister if you're angry at them? Pause this video and think. Try and use this threatening phrase, if you do this, I'll do that, and this catch phrase. If I catch you using it, if I catch you doing it, I'll do something. Pause this video and think. Okay guys, right, so we talked about the phrase catch someone doing something, but we also heard this phrase too. You're not supposed to play those games. You're not supposed to play those games. The girl was talking to her brother and said, you're not supposed to play those violent video games. Now, does her brother play those games? Is it not allowed? Is the person breaking a rule? Pause this video and think. Okay, so does her brother play those games? Yeah, he does. He plays those violent games. Is it not allowed? It's not allowed. No, it's not allowed. He's not allowed to play those games. But he does it. It's not allowed, but he does it anyway. Is he breaking a rule? Yes. So we can use this phrase, not supposed to, or supposed to say there is a rule, but you break it. So, for example, when I was at school, I'd say we were supposed to wear a uniform. We were supposed to wear black pants, for example. But sometimes we wore jeans. Sometimes we did. We weren't supposed to, but we did sometimes. Also, we weren't supposed to wear sneakers or trainers. We were supposed to wear black shoes, but everybody wore sneakers or trainers. Nobody followed that rule. So, how about you when you were at school? What rules were you supposed to follow, but you didn't? We could say, we were supposed to something, but we didn't. Pause this video and think. Okay, so we also heard this part of the conversation as well. Somebody said, okay, I won't touch it, I promise. That was the brother, right? Okay, I won't touch your laptop, I promise. And his sister responded, she said, you'd better not. Now again, this is a threat, isn't it? It's a threat phrase. She's using this you had better plus verb, or you had better not, meaning don't do it. If you do it, something bad will happen. This phrase, you had better, is similar to should, but we often use it when with kind of negative things, bad things. You had better not do that. I can sound a little bit angry if I use that phrase. So if we want to use had better not, we can also follow it with a verb as well. We can add a verb there too if you like. You had better not use it. You had better not use my laptop or my phone or whatever. Okay guys, right, so all of these phrases here we can use in an argument. If I catch you doing that again, I'll tell mum and dad, you're not supposed to do that, you'd better not do that. Can you imagine, or can you remember, when you were young, when you were a child, did you ever have any arguments with maybe your brother or your sister or your cousins or your friends about a similar argument like this? Can you remember anything you said to your brother, to your sister, to whoever, similar to these examples? Or can you think of another situation where you might use these phrases? So pause this video, have a think. How could we use these phrases in an argument? What might you say? Pause this video and think. Okay guys, well done, fantastic work. All right, so in this lesson we talked about those present perfect, simple and continuous, and we talked about the pronunciation a lot, didn't we? We also learned some angry phrases for arguing. I really hope this was useful for you, and I hope to see you again in the future. So we'll be having some more lessons coming up very soon. I'm Lee from Proper English Online, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us today. Bye.